Gotta take you guys on a walk with me to do this video. And the spirit, as clever as it is, put us on a journey. And I had a dream around 20. No, take that back. This dream was on the 9th of 2028. I could be wrong. This 9th month, I think the 28th of 2018, I had a dream. And it was just really not a dream I can get into. You guys may hear a little bit of wind, traffic, stuff like that. Old subscribers, new subscribers. Good to see you guys. Thought I'd just take a walk today because something different. But yeah, this dream that I had, I really can't really go into detail because for the reason that it's not something that I can try to explain to the public, because powers that be would not be good. But in this dream, you know, it was chaotic. And what do I want to say? So this happened in 2018. Now the Holy Spirit always attend to align us with other people. And as I'm sort of want to use as I'm inclined to say that the Holy Spirit always puts us in places where we're supposed to be. Now, my dream comes back from 2018 to now. February 17th of... what's 17th? Yeah, February 17th of 2026 when I had this dream. And there's the wind going. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So in the acts of me really impatient, things that I had to do, things that I wanted to do, things that I needed to do, and I was working on a project to where new start always need new things. Get rid of the old and bring in the new. So I felt the need that I needed to recreate a new staff because I'm known for walking around with a staff. And I've since created that staff and finished it since yesterday. Last night, rather, not yesterday. It took all of 4 days to create this on my own, harvest my own wood, did everything I needed to do to make this staff. Because it's a new start. It will be a new start coming here soon, as I will be moving away from chaos and confusion and manipulation, those things of nature. So I was such impatient that I needed someone to leave so I can go and get things that's needed. So on this day, I just left. I just went. And I go into Walmart, get the things I need. When I come out, I see a man preaching. So I go directly to him. Went directly to the evangelist and started talking with him. Started telling him things that no man should know. He did a lot of nodding. Okay. All right. He did a lot of that. But the thing is that this meeting was divinely guided. Divinely guided, because this person also had a dream. When it was, what the day it was, I don't know if it was the same time as mine. But this evangelist, the Creator is funny, because it aligns you with with people and things and places that you never believed that this is where you would be. But this was purposely orchestrated by the divine, by the Creator of all things. When I spoke to this man about my dream, he also had the same dream, but he was on the opposite end, looking at my dream from the opposite end. And it's funny how you just don't know where Spirit is going to put you, where Spirit is going to have you, what you can experience or expect out of experience in life, or your travels, or where you're going, or what you're doing, and who you're communing with and who you're talking with. You just don't know. You just never know. And the Creator always make it a point to put you in the right place at the right time. And this day just happened to have been the right place at the right time, but also making it so that that what I experienced and what was being said and what was being spoken was true. Showing you that you're really not crazy. Showing you that all your experiences, your dreams, it's not crazy. This was in 2018, I had this dream. And here it is, 2026. And the great I Am put this man right in front of my face. Right in front of my face. Like, it was just divinely guided. It was divinely guided. And I know it was divinely guided because the great I Am said so. This meeting was supposed to happen. And I was just itching. I needed to get out of the house. I needed to get some things done. I wanted to prepare these things for myself before I leave to go and, go with my saving grace, which is my sister. That's going to be helping me through my journey, trying to navigate, excuse the cars, to navigate, where I'm going. And when I saw this, man, I'm clear across town, you know. When I had that dream, it's all the way clear across town, clear across town. And here I come way across some other area that's not even in the area that I've had the dream at. But like I said, the creator of all things put us in places where we need to be at the time we need to be there. And this was the time I needed to be there. This was the time I needed to see. This was a time that was a, what is it called? A confirmation of my receipt. There's a lot of things that's being done that's hidden. You know, every angel, every sentient being, every angelic being that touched ground on the earth, demonic forces know it, and the powers that be know it. They all know. Don't think for a second that these people don't know what divine being has touched down on the earth. Because you know, because of the struggles. You know, because of what everyone is going through. You know, those that help others, that do things for others without expecting anything in return. But there are divine beings in disguise. And there are, what do you call them? What do they call these people? People that are infiltrators. You know, I asked the creator of all things to show me, what's the word? Show me the different realms. What's going on in the different realms. And as above is so below. Drop the top. As above, so below. Infiltrators in the houses of light. You know, I had a conversation with a woman, and I really felt her video when she was talking about how all the different colors and stuff like that. And I was explaining to her that, you know, we can only see in certain spectrums of light, but she said there are colors that has never been seen before. But that's only because it's different realms. We're in the lowest realm there is. You know, besides 2D. 2D is on paper. 3D is like, we're like on the bottom totem pole. So, you're talking about 5 and up, you know, you're in those higher realms where you can see those different colors. But then I was trying to explain to her that, you know, we don't just exist in this 3D physical realm. We exist in several different realms. That's why they call it deja vu. Or they call it serendipity, or they call it, basically, you know, I've been here before. I did this before. I've seen this before. You know, this is, and even being here on the 3D physical realm, you know, you go different places and like, wait a minute, I've been here before, but you've never been there before. But seconds, maybe weeks, maybe months, maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago, you saw this same scenario, but only you just catching up with you're not even catching up with your own physical essence, your own physical being. You're not even catching up with, because you are moving maybe weeks, years, decades slower. So I try to explain this to this woman that we're in several different dimensions, several. So as I was saying about the House of Light, about infiltrators and things like that, you know, is what I asked to see. And of course there are demonic entities wearing bodies, just as they are here in this third physical realm. I've seen it firsthand because I've commanded a person to leave, to be removed, and they were removed, and 3 weeks later the same entity came in, different body, came back in a different person's body. So this is how I know that these demonic entities jump bodies, body to body. But needless to say of this story that, you know, let me get back on the topic of this divine intervention that the spirit, you know, aligns us with whom we are supposed to be aligned with. And I just was blown away when this man told me that he was there and he saw me. I was blown away. This is such a major receipt. I'm talking about major receipt that I can't even fathom it, because that's just how massive it is. Because it's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, and I can't really go into detail about this dream, because it could literally cause a rift for me, not only in this dimension but others as well. So I can't really stress how much more I can go into it, but damn, just forgive my French. You got somebody behind you blowing dust and dirt everywhere. I don't know if you can see him, but he's over there blowing dust and dirt everywhere. And I'm about to try to walk that direction, so I have to take another direction, a detour, because he's causing all kind of calamity, all kind of hate me, whatever you want to call it, chaos. But man, I was just blown away about this dream. I was blown away because what he told me, he sat and he listened to me. He sat and he listened to the whole dream. He sat and listened to it. He knew something was familiar. We both got chills at the same time. We both got chills at the same exact time. And I'm like, man, you know, I was just blown away. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was blown away from what was being spoken, what was shown, what was told. I was blown away. Man, I can't even put it in words how crazy it was, how strong it was, and then having both of us having the chills, and him telling his wife about the dream, and she thinking he was crazy. And here, several years later, let's see, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You're talking about 8 years later. Hold on, let's see, let's count that again. Let's see. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 8 years later on this dream, 8 years later, and he's now hearing about it. He's now running into me 8 years later after the dream he's had. I'm running into him 8 years later, and then all of a sudden he tells his wife about the dream. She says she thinks he was crazy, and now it's come to pass that he's not about the dream. I was just blown away because here I am, put us in the presence of people where we're supposed to be, and I want to be out of where I am. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. I want to be out of where I am. What the? Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Looked like my DIY just stopped working. I don't know what happened. Something went wrong. Looked like it might be battery, but I charged this thing before. I didn't charge it, but I did put it on a charger, but all of a sudden now it's just flipping out. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, there it is back. So, doesn't look like it's totally back. All right. Sorry about that. So the Spirit always puts us in places where we need to be. And I just find that kind of wild, you know. I didn't expect this to happen, you know. I really didn't expect this to happen. For this to, you know, go on like that. I was just, excuse me, man. Oh, electronics, let me tell you. So I was just pretty much blown away. Needless to say, man, sorry. Excuse my French. This thing is just not easy to work. But I was just blown away, man. We both were blown away. You know, here 8 years later, you know, we're literally talking to each other and seeing each other in it. Well, I didn't see him, but he saw me in the dream. I thought that was just kind of crazy. This thing is just moving all over the place, and I can't get it to act right. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now let's see if it'll do like it's supposed to. All right, now we're back again. Hopefully that worked. So we were both just blown away of what happened. and how we came to come across each other's path. I just thought it was just, I don't know. It's just hard to explain of what my expression was, you know, or what my palpitations with the heart, you know. And this thing is all over the place. And I need to get a new one or something. I don't know. It's just not acting right. So it was just, I don't know, it's just hard to explain exactly what I was experiencing, exactly what was being spoken, you know, because he waited, he listened to the whole story, and then all of a sudden he got this chill up over him after I finished telling him the story, and then he started telling me his dream and what he saw. Whether I can disclose that or not, come on DIY. Whether I could disclose that or not, I'm not sure. But I don't think it's a good idea for me to disclose that. I don't think it's a good idea that I do. Because then it leaves me open to say exactly what happened in the dream. It leaves me open. But not only that, it leaves him open too. Not that anybody would know. Well, everyone would probably know. Well, not everyone would know who he is, but he is an evangelist. But I just wanted to say that, let's share this with you guys, because the Holy Spirit was telling me to share it. This has been a long little walk, a nice walk, not long, but nice. So I thought doing what you want to do again, huh? I thought I'd just take a walk. Thought I'd just take a walk and for a change, instead of using music you have is the cars passing, the wind blowing, and the sun beating down on me, which I don't mind. But I want to thank my old subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you for watching. You know, it's always good to receive feedback. And creeping away again, ain't you? This thing steady trying to creep away. This DIY is fighting me big time. Should have just, it's easier, keep me from bouncing around. That way my video is not all over the place. Well, it's all over the place because the DIY don't want to communicate, don't want to move right. This is like my first time using it, or second time using it. First time I just sat. Now I'm walking, actually, with the DIY. But learn to love each other like you love yourself. Learn to forgive and let live and let go. For this is truly your salvation. For if you do not do these things, you will not be on that ark. Got a little wind noise. But thank all of you for subscribing. Be good to each other. You know. You only have one life, and especially in this life, just in this 3D physical realm what we call life, which is really not life. It's really death. So I'm gonna end this here. Thank you all for listening. It seems like this video did not go right. I will redo it again. But until then, the one out.